Okay, 6.3. Going to apply inequalities to some real life problems. Now you're not going to make boxes. That's what makes this a little bit tough, okay? Club has a goal to sell at least 25 plants for a fundraiser. Club members sell 8 plants on Wednesday, 9 plants on Thursday. Write and solve an inequality that gives the possible numbers of plants the club can sell on Friday to meet their goal. Look up at the board. The word goal means you start with a greater than or equal because you can go over a goal. Now what number is your goal? Well, it's probably the highest number in the problem, so 25. Can you please put the label behind 25? Because if I put the label, it helps me set up the rest of the stuff over here. Cross out 25. Now give me some plant amounts that are going to help us get to 25. Well, I've got 8 plants. Now you're going to write 8 down and you have to ask yourself this question. Does the 8 plants come in multiples? Like, is it over 3 days? Well, if it is, it'd be 8 times 3. No, it's just on Wednesday, so I don't put a multiplier on it. No, put a dot. 9 plants on Thursday, so plus 9. The 9 does not come in multiples either. And then I need to find out what we need to do Friday, so I put plus, and I'm going to put a variable, and I'm going to put P for plants. So variable's just on one side, it's over here. Now, if you want to do the 1 dot circle, if you want to put a so you got plus, plus, if you want to put a 1 there and put times, that's fine, okay? You can or you can't, it doesn't matter. That's a K for keep though. So we have to get rid of the 8 and 9, we have to get to 0, so minus 8 from 25, and then you have to minus 9 on the same step. Okay. So 1 times P, 25 minus 18 minus 9 is 8, and if you divide by 1, you're still at 8. That's why if you don't put the 1 there, it's not a big deal. Okay, you've solved it, now you just graph it. So you got 8, you circle, you fill it, it's eating the letter, so that would go that way. Label the graph. Okay. I earn $12 per hour at my job. My goal is to earn $400 for the week. Write and solve an inequality that gives how many full hours I need to work to meet my goal. There's that word goal again. What number is the goal? $400. Now, what money number do we have there to help us reach our goal? The only one I got is 12. Okay, so there'll be no plus, but does the 12 come in multiples? Well, I'd hope the heck so. I mean, yeah, because it's every hour, so it's multiplied by hours, so I use H. Now, I'm done setting it up. We just need to solve it. So it's over here. The only operation you have is the multiplication, but it's a keep because it's positive 12. So we keep the sign the same, and I don't need to add or subtract. There's nothing outside, so we just go divide by 12. So you got H. 400 divided by 12. Now they want full hours, okay? So full hours, you're either going to put 33 or 34. Now you're like, oh, 33, because that's closer to 33. It doesn't work quite that way with greater than and less than. If you have a goal, you need to raise your 33 up 1. So it's 34. Because 33, you'd be just short of the goal. So 34, each letter this way. Next two problems a little bit more complicated. I have $50 when I go to a store. I'm buying Snickers and 3 Musketeers. Snickers cost $3.99 per bag. 3 Musketeers cost $4.99 per bag. I'm going to buy 8 bags of Snickers. Write and solve an inequality that gives how many full bags of 3 Musketeers I can afford to buy. First thing we're going to do is cross out that 3 and write the word 3 because that's not a value we use in the math. That's the name of the candy bar. Okay, so it says have. Now it says have. So have I use a less than or equal because you can't go over what you have. So we have $50. Cross that out. Now what dollar amounts help us get to 50? Well, first dollar amount I come across is $3.99. Does that come in multiples? Well, yeah, I'm going to be buying multiples amounts of that candy bar. Times. Now, to know what letter you should use, what am I buying for $3.99? I'm buying Snickers, so it'd be S. Now, there's another money amount, plus $4.99. Does that come in multiples? Well, yeah, because I might be buying more than one Three Musketeers. So times. Now, what is it that I'm buying for $4.99? It'd be the Three Musketeers, okay? So use M, don't use T, because that looks like a plus, okay? So there we go. Now, we can't solve this when there's two different variables, S and M. One of those we have to replace. Well, I have this 8 here. Put 8 equals, and it's 8 bags of Snickers, so 8 equals S. Cross that out, put 8. Now, you need to multiply those two. $3.99 times 8. $31.92. So now we rewrite the problem. Now it's 31.92. Don't put times S. S is gone. I replaced it. Then plus 4.99 times M less than or equal to 50. Now I can finally have a variable I can solve for. So the operations, you got plus and times. Highlight your times. It's a positive times, so that's a keep. Okay, we have this. We got to get this number to 0. So there, before we divide, we have to minus the 31.92. So we got 4.99 times M, and 50 minus 31.92 is 18.08. Then I divide. And I got M. Now I'm going to divide. I'm going to get a weird answer. It says full, okay? So I got 3.6. So it's either going to be 3 or 4. Now, when I word the word have, we don't take it up 1. We need to stay at 3, okay? On the board, notice how it says goal, you raise 1, and then have, you stay with what you have, because you can't go over that. So I can afford 3, eats a number, so we go this way. So you can buy 3, 2, 1, 0. Really, you couldn't go into the negatives, but don't let that mess with your head. Okay, now the next one, you need to take good notes on this one so you can refer back to it. In a community garden, you want to fence in a vegetable garden. The width of the garden is 12 feet. You have 42 feet of fence. Write and solve an inequality that finds the possible lengths of the garden. So you have would be the less than or equal, because you can't go more than what you have. You can be equal to it or less than, but you can't go over. Put the label on that. Now, you can't just start writing in numbers on this problem until you do this. You're going to make a rectangle, length, length, width, width. Because this is how I write this equation. How many sides are labeled L? Because I'm putting that 42 feet around all the sides, okay? How many L sides do we have to go around? 2. So 2 times L. How many W sides do we have to go around? 2. 2 times W. Now, obviously one of those letters has to be replaced, okay? Well, 12 would be the replacement. Width is 12, so 12 is W. So I replace the W with 12. And then I take 2 times 12. 2 times 12 is 24. So we have 2 times L plus 24 equals 42. Now I can solve. You have times and plus. That's a keep. Not equal, sorry. Keep the symbol. Okay, so keep. I have to get rid of my 24 first, so I subtract 24, and that's 18. And then I divide by 2. I have L and 9. Please graph it. Circle, fill it, eats a number, goes this way. Okay, we're going to run through another round here. You only have 4 on the assignment. The Environmental Club is selling indoor herb gardens for Earth Day. Each member is encouraged to sell at least 10 gardens. You sell 3 gardens on Monday, 4 gardens on Tuesday. Write and solve an inequality to find the possible numbers of gardens you can sell on Wednesday to reach your goal. Okay, again, we're back to having a goal. The goal is the highest amount, 10 gardens. Cross it out. Now, what gardens help me get to the goal? Well, I see 3 gardens, but there's only one Monday in the week, so the 3 does not come in multiples, so I don't put a times with it. I write plus. What's another garden's amount I see? 4. That does not come in multiples, it's just one time. Now, the next day I don't know, that's the answer to the problem, so plus G. That's a variable I want to use. Okay, so G's on this side, you got plus, plus. If you want to put a multiplier of 1, go for it. You're going to keep the sign regardless, okay? Now you have to get these numbers outside of here to 0. Subtract 3 from 10, subtract 4 then from the rest of that. So 1 times G, 10 minus 3 minus 4 is going to be 3. And then you can divide by 1, but it's still 3. That's why you can put the 1 there, or you don't have to. So we have 3. Eats the letters, so it goes this way. Okay, next problem. My goal is to earn $600 for my job for the week. I make $15 per hour. Write and solve an inequality for how many full hours I would need to work to meet my goal. Full means no decimal. Okay, goal greater than or equal to. The goal is $600. Put the dollar label on it. So really we just have $1 amount that helps me get there, but it comes in multiples because it's every hour. It's repeated, so multiplied by H. Okay, now we're going to solve it. So we have the times operation. That's a keeper. We don't have to add or subtract. We just go straight into dividing. So we have H. 600 divided by 15 is 40. So we have 40, circle, fill it, eats the letter this way. So H greater than or equal to 40. Okay, next problem. I work 2 jobs. I make $11.25 per hour at Hy-Vee, and I make $10 per hour at Baumgars. My goal for the week is to earn $450. I am scheduled to work 25 hours at Baumgars. Write and solve an inequality that gives how many full hours I would need to work at Hy-Vee to meet my goal. So there's the word goal. My goal is $450. Now, what money amounts help us get our goal? I see 2 of them, 10 and 11.25. So I write 11.25. Now, does that come in multiples? Yeah, it's per hour. So you can put times H, okay, plus 10. Does that come in multiples? Yes, it does, but you need to use a different letter, okay? You can't use H again because that's 2 different jobs. Put B for Baumgars. Okay, one of these can be replaced with 25. Which one would it be? Well, it says it's at Baumgars, so 25 equals B. And then I can go ahead and times 10 and 25, which is 250. So now rewrite that. Yellow of 11.25 times H plus 250 greater than or equal to 450. Now we can solve for H. So we got times and plus. So I highlight the times. That's a keep. We have to get rid of the 250 first. So I subtract 250. That's 200. So 11.25 times H. Then I'm going to divide by 11.25. Don't forget the decimals there. and I take 200 divided by 11.25. Okay, we want full hours. Now when I set a goal, I want to raise the 17 up by 1, so it would be 18. So 18 eats a letter, so that goes this way. Okay, and our final problem here in today's video. You want to make a rectangular banner with a length of 18 feet. You have 48 feet of trim for the banner. Write and solve an inequality that gives possible widths of the banner. So we have, half up there is less than or equal to 48 feet. But you can't just start don't just start writing 18. When you talk about a shape, you need to draw the shape. And the banner goes around all 4 sides. So 2 of those are L's, 2 of them are W's. So how many L's? 1, 2. So 2 times L. How many W's? 2. 2 times W. Okay, now obviously I need to solve, but one of the variables has to come out. Well, I've got 18. So the length is 18 feet, so that goes in for length. So 2 times 18 is 36. Just a second. Wait 3 minutes. Okay. So we got 36 plus 2 times W less than or equal to 48. We have plus and times, so we highlight the times. That's a keeper. And we have to get rid of the 36. So that's going to take us to 12. 2 times W. Then I divide by 2. And I've got W 6. So I've got 0, 6. It's eating the numbers, so it would go this way. And there's the solution.